Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how everything concerning this camera works and how to pack it and unpack or set up and set down. So you start by opening this zip, and here you can talk about the first sector. This is where all our batteries are, the batteries for both the camera and the wireless transmitter that I will show later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 6 reserve batteries, which I think one can take you almost over 2 weeks. So here our batteries for this video, we're gonna need just 3 of them, only 3. So let's take the 3 of them. So here I have 3 batteries. 2 of them are for the wireless transmitter and 1 for the camera. So we can put them here, and then here is our camera, which each one of us know. And here, look inside. Here is where the camera was, and here I have the 2 HDMIs, well folded, the 2 of them. Of course, all of them are going to work on the wireless transistors. And then, oh sorry, the battery is trying to fall down. Then next, I have the backing for our wireless display. So inside here there is a sector where we put it well, and then together with also our mount, where we are going to mount our wireless transistor. That's specifically the transmitter. We use this to mount it onto the camera, as we are going to be seeing. Okay, so I think that's all, unless if I've forgotten something, then we shall be able to find it from the back, but I can put the back aside so that we create more space on our table. So you see our wireless devices, or our wireless transmitters, the 2 cables, the mount, the 3 batteries, and then the camera. All right, these batteries, we don't need them now. So unpacking, you just lift the upper part, and here they are, well stored. So you pull the 2 of them. So this is the USB used for charging, but now since we have batteries, so we can just decide to connect the batteries directly. So our wireless adapter have 2 options of power. One, we can use the battery. This is the NP-F970, as you see, and then inside, so this is what's inside. And next we have these are only charging the 2 USB-C cables, just for emergency, in case you don't have the batteries. But now, since we have batteries, there is no need. So we can put this aside. After, we shall see how to set down, how to put everything back into the bag. So here we have the two HDMI wireless package. One is the transmitter, another one is the receiver. So RX is what we call the receiver, and TX is the transmitter. So transmitter is like transmitting, meaning it receives the video feed from our camera and then sends it to the receiver, meaning this one will be on the receiving end. That's to say that this one is connected to the computer or video switcher, which is receiving our live stream, and TX, the transmitter, is the one which is connected on our camera. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm taking the transmitter, and then here's the mount. So this mount, you find that it's flexible. You can open this, and then you see it can move all directions, plus falling here. It falls on one side, but for now, here we shall only need it to be vertical. So we can just tighten it onto this transmitter. Yeah, it's tightened. So opening, still you open with this, or you rotate the mount itself. So now we are remained with this down part, which is going to be attached on our camera. So you have to note here, we have this one can rotate, this can rotate on its own, and then we have this. So we're going to see Sometimes someone may pack it when it's like this. You see here there is no space, so you try to open it. Here we need this space in between, because if we don't have the space in between, we can't be able to push it inside the camera. So thereby we have to rotate this so that we create a space in between. If it's too less, then you rotate this so that we get more space. The use of this space so that we can push it inside here. Otherwise, without that space, we are unable to push it inside. So because now I have space, so of course I want the side with the battery to face back, then the side with the words to face in front. Then I just push it in. As you see, it's not stable. So what do I need to make it stable? Now I rotate, sorry, I think here you can see it from here. So you rotate this wheel to hold it in place. But before, the reason why it's not tight is because this one is almost out, so I need to tighten it a bit, create more space here, push it, because it should be tightened so that in case you are moving, it doesn't fall down. Tighten. Okay, after this we can just tighten it with this. Wonderful. So it's tight. Okay. Okay, this one we can open a bit, then lock it here, the place where I want it. So our wireless adapter is connected on the camera. Now we can just connect in our battery. So you just put it in down, then you push downwards. So you put it like in the middle, then you push down. It makes that click sound to show that the battery is in place. And removing it, here there is a word eject. You will see it, there is a battery, there's a word eject. So you just place it, then you push the battery upwards, then you can be able to remove it. Then we need to get the HDMIs, the HDMI cable. Let me use the second one. So when you watch here, there is HDMI out and HDMI in. So since this is a transmitter, meaning it's receiving video feed, so this cable, one side of the HDMI cable should be in HDMI in, and then the next goes to the port where the camera outputs the HDMI from. So it's down here. To access it well, you open this LCD screen. So you open this plate, so you see it opens fully, so that we can access our HDMI port. Then we put it inside, then here to go, ready to go. So next is to make sure we need to open our camera lenses. Make sure you open it. Here, as you push it up, it opens. You push it down, it closes. Down, closes. And that's to keep the lens clean so that it's not scratched. Otherwise, if it's scratched, you may get a poor quality of video. And then next is switching it on our wireless adapter and then the camera as well. So you can see here there is a switch. You push it down to turn on. So these green ones show the battery level. This one shows the pairing mode. When it's blinking, meaning it's looking for its twin brother. I don't know if it's a brother or sister, but it looks for the twin brother. Unfortunately, the green lights don't stay on, but if you want to access them, you just need to press this button and then you are able to see the battery level. So don't worry about that. Then next we can turn on our camera. So turn on our camera, press this small button, then move it to the right. That's the camera. So since now we don't have a battery in, we need to first put in the battery for our camera to work. Then the same, the camera, just put it, you push it upwards, then push downwards. Taking it out, here's a battery. Battery, that is, you place it, then you push upwards, then you're able to remove the battery. So we put the battery, then we can switch on our camera. Here we go. Yes, here we are getting our feed, as you see. Nice. Then but this guy, he hasn't connected, so we need to look at the other side. It's stable because it has received the video feed. So this is our setup now done. The one who is going to work on this camera then can now freely move. That's the setup always. Then on the other side, this is the other part of the transmitter, and this is the receiving side. Focus, yes, wonderful. So this one, you find that it has two outputs, meaning it can give you two outputs. One output can go directly to the capture card or video switcher, or another one can go maybe on a screen, a projector, whatever you want. You can connect it via USB if you want, but now for us today we're gonna use the battery. So this is how we put it in. You see it has even the lockers, so you push it in. When you feel you have pushed it in, then you just slide it downwards. It makes a click sound to show you it has gone inside. Then next is to turn it on. I told you those 4 lights show the battery level. Then next is to connect it to your output, and then you're ready to go. So thank you. That's the setup. Yeah, so in case the battery gets low, you can first check. In case maybe the one operating the OBS tries to say, oh no, I'm not getting the video feed, first check if your transmitter is really still on. Sometimes it gets off because the battery is exhausted. So that's how we do it. Then afterwards, sit down. Of course, you can first turn off your camera, put it in the middle, then pull out the HDMI, close the LCD, take out the HDMIs, fold them well so that they are not in zigzag. Then next you can take off the battery. The battery I showed you, you just press this battery eject. When you press it, then you can push this upwards. I'm doing this because one hand is holding the camera. Take off. Then here, this one, open down here, or you can just decide to rotate because it's a bit hard. Then rotate the ring, open it. Wonderful. Then take off the mount from the wireless transmitter. The same to this other one. Turn off, eject. That's to remove the battery. Bring the box. It's safer to keep them in the box so that they can live for a long time. They are not scratched. So you see here, this is where they go. You look at the pattern, how they go in. I think this is the right arrangement. The display looks up. The same to this thing. Still the display will look up, but how? Yeah, like this. Good. Then you can put back the black mat. You cover our Shimbol adapter. Then fold the second HDMI. Okay, the second HDMI, of course, we connect it on the receiver, the transmitter on the receiving end, right? So here again, don't forget always to close the lens, please, to keep our cameras to work so that even the coming errors, the coming regime can use it. Yeah. So here our cables, batteries, mount, our adapters. Then here we go. We can start to pack them. I can start with our camera, goes in the bigger side. Here we have the wireless adapters. We put it in here. There are two. It has a sector where it goes. Then the mount, I also put it aside. Here there is an extra space. Then the two HDMIs, they still go here. If you fold them badly, they won't fit in. If you fold them well, then they will fit. Then the batteries, you store them here. So if it's exhausted, for example, no power, needs to be charged, I'm going to show you where you find the charger. Okay, we close our bag. Okay, then done. So our bag has side pockets, this one and this one. So on one of the sockets, I know it may confuse you, in one of the pockets we have the charger for the batteries. So this is the charger. for our NPF batteries. So just put the cable in, put in charger. Let me get one battery, for example, to illustrate how to put it inside. So this is our battery, the same how we put it in the camera, but this one you need to do it practically to see how it happens. So just place it here, make sure there are holes here. This one should fit into the holes. So when you fit them in, you push them down, so you see the battery doesn't fall. Then you put in the charger, so you get this light on. It lights orange. When the battery is full, just goes off automatic. So that's the charger, and it's always here in the side pocket. We can put the battery back. We lock the zip, then we also lock this other zip. What's here? Oh, okay, here just extra cables, the charging of the camera. This is the native way of charging the camera, but now since we have a battery charger, no need the remote for the camera as well. As you know, it has a remote that can help you to zoom and play videos, but now it can help us to zoom, sorry. So this other side, what's here? Here is just this thing that I don't know how they call it. It's like a clamp. Put it on the camera, then you put this on a tripod stand. And then the light as well. You may not need it for now. That's a light for the camera. Yeah, and that's all. Thank you. So may God bless you.